Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys?
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Mayfield. That is incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win, because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Wiggles free. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll go play action here with Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Down the left sideline. Kyle Pitts, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about them.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Falcons are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. They'll throw with Penix. Kadarius Hodge has it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Algier now up the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, a run from White. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Baker changing the play at the line. First down, here's White. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Mayfield now. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And now they'll shift things around. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And this one is right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them Needed.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
To the air, Penix. And complete to Drake London. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch here for London and also a first down. And looking to throw, Penix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
He's got Otten. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down at 4.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield looks to throw. Finding Otten once more. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Alert!
Now Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Dumps this one off to Algier. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw, Penix. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. KhaDarel Hodge, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Hey, 33.
Opting to run again here with White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Penix. He's got this to Algier. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Haason Reddick. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Past the 20. 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They still, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 28 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
White, he'll try the left side. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. White running to the left. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Set. Alert, 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 alert. What's that?
White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, this is White, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll stick with Algier. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6. They'll throw with Penix. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Excellent catch there by Pitts, and there are many players in his position who can rival the type of athleticism he brings to the table. Here in year 4, the Falcons, they're expecting a monster year from him.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Algier going straight ahead. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Operating from the gun, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Setting up the screen. Here's Howard. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. He'll find McMillan here. He's across midfield. Down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Go!
And looking to throw, Penix. London hauls this one in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Kadarius Hodge, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half,